Right, we are live. Sri Lanka 86 for 6 in reply to India's 252. That
Mammoth
means
252.
now it seems mammoth. 166 runs, they're still trailing by. But guess what? Positive for Sri Lanka, they've avoided the follow on.
They've crossed the 52 run mark. In fact,
Which means India is going to bat again.
see, which means incoming
Virat-
and loading.
I'm not going to say that. It's going to be very tough, I think, for two reasons. One, he may not get batting only.
Do you think so?
If the openers only do, or there won't be that much time only to
No,
bat.
I'm
that
saying how many overs or how many sessions will Sri Lanka last tomorrow? Because there'll be ample time for India, at least in this game.
long. I
Because
had said 5 wickets, so now they've got lost 6.
six, and it could have easily been seven had India taken that review in the penultimate over of the day.
Dickwella? Was that
When
Dickwella?
I think so.
Yeah.
So when Jasprit Bumrah almost had Dickwella leg before, but of course
Yeah.
India didn't take the review. So 16 wickets, 16 wickets fell on day one of this pink ball test, of this day-night test. Second test match, of course, against New Zealand. And yes, AajTak did win.
Sri Lanka still
Munir.
lucky to be batting. Agreed, there were a lot of close calls, and all thanks to Angelo Matthews, who ensured that Sri Lanka bats this long. And even him, Angelo Matthews could have been out pretty early, got that edge, but the ball fell short of Rishabh Pant when he had just come out to bat. It was Jasprit Bumrah, I think, who was bowling at the time. Had that wicket fallen then, maybe by now Sri Lanka would have been all out. But they still have 4 wickets in hand. They've avoided follow on, which means even if India wants, they will. Even if they wanted to give, only one, or they wanted to bat only once, that's also out of their control. So
Exactly, and as we were saying in the last session, that this is actually the most tricky period to bat, especially against the fast bowlers because of the floodlights. Pink ball does move a bit more usually in this particular session, especially in the twilight period when the sun is setting, when the natural light is dipping and the artificial light takes over the natural light. So that's a very difficult period, and Indian fast bowlers actually made it count. They got all the wickets to fall today. In fact, all 6 wickets were taken.
no. Akshar also
Akshar got
got out.
one. Akshar got one.
Yeah.
Bumrah got 3, Shami 2, and Akshar Patel got 1.
How can you forget the Don Bradman of pink ball test matches?
Absolutely,
He had to
absolutely.
pick. He was looking very dangerous.
He will-
I think they got him a bit late. Should
He
have got him
will-
a bit earlier.
No, but the faster bowlers were doing
Yeah,
the
they
job.
No, but Ashwin came
They were
right at the
creating.
start. Na?
Yeah, so they thought that maybe Ashwin would have the best chance to get early wickets, especially with the way they must have seen how Embuldenia and De Silva bowled for Sri Lanka, and
Yeah.
they would have thought that maybe Sri Lanka Ashwin, especially with that harder ball, he would also get the bounce. And when the bounce was uneven, you never know. Ashwin can be very, very dangerous.
Jatin Shukla, there you go. You wanted us to call his name. We have. So I had predicted 5 wickets. How many had you?
I can't remember. I think I must have said all out or 6 or 7. So that's
We'll
what
have to check.
I
If
remember.
you guys are watching our dinner show, tell us
Dinner
how much did Rahul Rawat predict. I had
Arey,
picked.
yaar, ek second. Rajiv has been bombarding with these messages. Rajiv, firstly, I don't like the language, and
Then don't
secondly,
respond. Why
as
do you
far
have to
as
respond?
Shreyas tweet on Shreyas Iyer is concerned, we've already spoken enough about Shreyas Iyer in the last session, and he perhaps saved India the blushes. Scoring that important 92 runs, and perhaps that can eventually make a difference. So, but at least, yeah, control your language. There are other people also on this platform who are, at least they are being courteous even in their criticism. Rahul sir said 6 wickets. Thank you, Vansh. Did I?
Vansh is saying. Tomorrow is the last day. Now it looks tough, Vedant. Tomorrow looks tough because Sri Lanka will have to finish their first innings. India will now have to bat. And then Sri Lanka another inning. No, that's not happening.
So, India tomorrow
So effectively,
will bat out the entire day, you
for
saying?
that to happen, 24 wickets need to fall. 24 wickets. Is that going to happen? Don't think so. Even if you take this average and give or take a few, third day.
Achha, somebody just, I'm just taking a question also. No, he's saying, Vivek is saying best batting by Iyer. I would
Yeah.
put a question mark here and I would pose the same question to you. Do you think this innings was better than the one that he played against New Zealand in
Yeah.
the first innings?
Yeah, because conditions were different. This is a pitch where most batsmen are finding it tough to bat. Also, look at the situation India were in.
But in that test match
Yeah.
also, see, India saved that test match. I'm saying India were in a position where they could have won. Although in the end, it was the New Zealand who saved that test match.
Exactly.
But when Iyer came into bat in that test match also, India were in a precarious situation. And in the second innings also.
Not as much as this.
So I'm just asking,
I
because
don't
of
know,
the
it could
pitch
be-
conditions, maybe.
Pitch conditions, as I thought, everyone was getting out cheaply. So maybe, I don't know. I think maybe, I think this was a more crucial innings. Looking at the conditions and the way the ball was. In fact, after I saw that delivery to Virat Kohli, I was like, oh my God, is this going to be bad? But having said that, not that difficult to bat against spinners now. When the Sri Lankan batsmen were batting, the Indian fast bowler were doing that job.
But I'm expecting the Indian spinners will come into play. In fact, tomorrow morning, tomorrow, if Sri Lanka does manage to last the first session, I think Indian spinners will be very, very important and can actually make life miserable for the Sri Lankans.
So one reason I thought because the Indian fast bowlers were doing well. So that's one reason why the spinners didn't come into play. Secondly, I think that because the conditions were different, daytime when India were batting, sun was out. Now because nighttime, there's more moisture in the air, helping fast bowlers. Though I thought Akshar was looking dangerous, but I'm guessing in the daytime when Indian spinners will be bowling, then even they'll look dangerous. So
exactly,
let's
because
see.
in the past, I remember there have been a few captains. Faf du Plessis, the newly appointed captain of South Africa, if I am not wrong, was it Faf du Plessis or who, just to avoid to bat in that twilight period or under floodlights, he declared the South African innings. Was it Faf du Plessis or was
I
it
can't
Tim Payne? Or maybe...
Maybe I can't. Maybe these guys can help us, our family members. Ashish is saying, Nikhil, say, why are you seeing tired today? Yes, been a long day. I started very early.
Nikhil
the day.
basically has been working since morning today. He did a couple of live shows. In fact, more than a couple of live shows from...
Yeah, but my day started even before that. pretty early today.
and played a match also.
Played a
So,
match. Yeah,
and
very-
then drove down to office.
Driving is the most tiring bit, actually.
And you are not used to.
I'm not used to doing. You guys are
No, but regular.
pros.
No, but you travel,
Pros.
you drive a lot, to
Yeah,
the, to
for
the
that.
hills.
Yeah. Our friend from Mars, Ritesh
Ritesh.
Bhute, is there.
Tim Payne, see, Ayush is saying Tim Payne.
Tim Payne did that. Thank you. Big Boy is pointing out Ashwin didn't seem as accurate. He was too full. Should have given the ball chance to turn. I agree with you, Big Boy. Also, I think when he'll be bowling in the daytime, he may be slightly different. Remember, the pitch will also take time for the spinners to come because the roller may have been used by the Sri Lankan team. And so after that, it does take some time to take its effect. So we will see what happens.
Nirmal actually has an interesting point to make or a question. He's saying while batting, a batter has the authority to take the review there and then. But a bowler needs, or rather, a bowler is dependent on his captain to take a review.
No, good point. But see, had the dynamics of cricket been in a way when you're batting, your captain is also on the field, then probably the batsman would have to ask his captain. But usually you see batsmen asking their non-strikers for an opinion. And a lot of time non-strikers say, no, don't take the review, then they have to go. Unless, of course, the batsman in question is the captain, in which case his decision is going to be final. So I think because when you're fielding, the entire team is there, the captain is there, then that's what you have to. But I think captains also ask bowlers and wicketkeepers especially, what do you think? When the bowlers and wicketkeeper are 100% confident, then they go for it. What I was surprised with this time, that DRS you're talking about, nobody seemed interested.
For
Nor the wicketkeeper. Jasprit Bumrah
Jasprit.
dismissal just now.
And in fact,
nor the bowler.
in fact,
would have been out.
in fact, the other reviews, if I'm not wrong, I think Rishabh Pant insisted in that last
Yeah,
review that
coming.
India took, in the last review that India got correct. I think Rishabh Pant insisted, and kept on insisting to Rohit Sharma, and then only he took that review. And fortunately for India, they got a match. Yes, England versus West Indies match is more exciting. What are you expecting? ADJJ is asking you. Yes, sir. That match, of course, is exciting. On day one, England were pathetic to say, or West Indies were good. Then they somehow, Johnny Bairstow scored 100. They somehow managed to score over 300. Then West Indies scored 375. And now England, especially Joe Root, Nikhil, he's now got 24 hundreds, closing in on 10,000 runs, test runs. And
Joe Root, yes.
so the at least three top batsmen of this era, Virat Kohli, Joe Root, and Steve Smith. Steve Smith and Joe Root have 2700s each. Steve Smith and Virat Kohli have 2700s each. And
Williamson, you're not taking Williamson.
I'm so sorry. I am so sorry.
Yeah.
What is the final score of Sri Lanka in the first innings? Akhilesh is asking what can be, or
What can
would
be? They're still 166 runs behind. 86 for 6, what they are at the moment. I'm guessing 117. Just a wild guess.
I think 30 more runs tomorrow in the morning or the first session.
So
and
30 is 116. I said 117. Come on.
Yes. So Kane Williamson. How many how many hundreds for Kane Williamson? 20? No.
We'll just get to know.
So for 24. So Joe Root and Kane Williamson 24 each. Virat and Steve Smith 27 each.
Wow.
4 great batsmen of this generation, of this era.
How many total runs for Joe Root? Because a lot of, I think, that is a thing to watch out for. Joe Root crossing Sachin 16,000, 9-7. So he's
closing in
about, for 16,000 needs 7,000 odd runs. 7,000 runs. He's 31. And from 11 he made his debut. 11 to 20. So 11 years he's gone to 11,000. How many? 9,000. 9,000 in 11 years. And if he needs to get another 7,000, he would need about 8-9 years. I'm guessing roughly about 8-9 years. So he has to play till 40. Till 40, which is tough, yeah. And English players usually don't till.
Sachin
It's going to be
Tendulkar
tough.
played 200 test
Yeah.
matches.
No, he won't play 200. That's
Played
for,
for
sure.
24 years. He won't play 24 years.
No.
So
those things he won't do. Cannot play 200 test matches, cannot play for 24 years. I'm saying that 16,000 runs of Tendulkar is something that he can aim for. Even now it's tough. I think as we calculated, based on the number of runs he's got, he'll have to play another 8-9 years, which is still close to at least 39-40.
I think,
can players last till 39-40?
I think realistically the only person perhaps who came close to scoring those many runs, Tendulkar's 16,000 runs, was Alistair Cook.
Yeah.
I think realistically, because see, you would say falana player scored these many runs, he could have. But I'm saying, considering the age and everything, Alistair Cook was the only player who could have scored 16,000 runs.
Siddharth Jain is saying cricket does not work like this. Nikhil, Root can still make 16,000 in next 6 years. Siddharth, I understand what you're saying, and I know cricket doesn't work like that. But when you do forecasting, and forecasting is a subject, if you've done management, you would understand how forecasting is done. Then what do? You take trends in the past and then extrapolate that into what will happen in the future. So what I just did was forecasting, and there is no way for anyone to predict that what happens in the next few years. Joe Root can get 15, that much in 5 years, or he could probably play for another 15 years and still not get it. We don't know. Who was to know that Virat Kohli, with the consistency that he was getting his 100s, won't get 100 for a period of more than 2 years? Nobody could. But if I had to predict, I would have calculated based on his, averages or the way he's been doing the last few years. That's how you forecast.
Exactly. And he had an incredible last year. He got over 2,000 2,000 runs, test
Yeah,
runs, right?
yeah.
So can he, if he can have another 2 years like the one that he had in 2021,
Yeah.
so it will be just a matter of time that he would cross 16,000 runs. But is that going to happen? See, somebody like Virat Kohli, who was perhaps every day he would wake up and score 100, but that's not happening. That has not happened for over 2 years, for over 25 months now, 26 months. So
Answer this. Jasnoor has a question for you.
in last sports Takshu said, Harmanpreet Kaur has done nothing for 2 years. Please say same for Virat Kohli.
Tough question now.
You've put me
In
in
a
a
spot.
spot, mate. Jasnoor, see, it's a fact that Harmanpreet was well below par and well below average by her
potential.
by her lofty standards.
Yeah.
But good on team management, good on the selection committee, that they knew it was an important assignment, a World Cup, and Harmanpreet's World Cup record has been sensational. 171 that she scored against Australia, and then a match before that also. I'm talking about 2018, right? 2018
the
or
World Cup?
Yes, or 2017.
17.
17.
Yeah.
And then she
The semi-final against Australia.
Yes.
Which he
So-
smashed 170.
and so it will be very unfair to say that I can't say that Harmanpreet has been doing great. She has not been doing great. So of course there were question marks
now
over her
she's-
selection.
she's-
Yes, today India needed her, and look at what India can do if Harmanpreet begins to fire. As for Virat Kohli, yes, he's not been the same Virat Kohli. Period.
Harmanpreet now in the last few games, I think the last game of the series or the second last game of the New Zealand series,
Yes.
she got runs, and then now 2 games she
And warm up. I think warm up games
Warm-up,
she got runs.
yeah, now 100 and a 50. The game previous to that, which India lost, also got a 50.
Yes.
Yeah, so
Now,
Mayank Agarwal has joined us. Mayank is, and if Mayank is saying
Mayank-
pathetic pitch, don't defend it. But Mayank, we didn't defend it at all.
Mayank boy, you have to improve your technique, especially against the moving ball in conditions like these. Overseas also, people have been started to assess your technique overseas, and here in day-night tests. So Mayank, please.
Okay.
Somebody is saying, when will Shubman? Mayank got run out. Mayank got run out.
Murli 800. Who can break that record? Cricket fan is saying. I don't think anybody can. In fact, I was reading an interview, Ashwin's interview, where he said that forget about 1,000 wickets now. Combined wickets. You used to talk about Shane Warne and those guys who got more than 1,000 combined international wickets. He said now it's not going to happen with the way the cricket is being played, and it's becoming so one-sided.
I think 800 test wickets is just like 100 test centuries. Oh, sorry, 100 international centuries.
Yeah, read.
Because the amount of cricket that you play, a cricketer, you expect somebody or the other will get injured, will miss some months every year, every second year. So you can't play every day and every match. So that's going to be a little difficult, especially with T20 cricket now.
View on Virat Kohli's dismissal. I said it in the earlier show. SG is asking, but I'll say it again. I think today he was unlucky. That ball. And what I'm surprised is that not too many balls have stayed low. Had all balls been low, then I would have understand. But it does happen in a match. You get that unlucky ball. Today he was looking more assured when he was playing the spinners. Either he was going full forward or playing them really in the back foot inside his crease, especially the left arm spinners, because much is spoken about it. So he was very careful against them. I can't say that because it was an off spinner, so he lost his concentration. And also he is a part-time off spinner on that. But I think that particular delivery stayed very low. He went back and tried to play that ball.
Nikhil, I agree with you to a great extent, but still I would say he could have played that ball on his front foot. Of course, front foot.
No, he could have, but I think that was a back foot delivery. I mean, I'm just saying, I'm just looking at the length. Natural instinct is you would have gone back. And
somebody
played it.
who's...
Maybe in hindsight you can say he could
No,
have
obviously, now... because if he would have defended that ball, nothing would have happened. Nobody would have said a word. Nobody would have noticed also. But now
No,
I'm
you would
saying
have noticed a
when
very
you are
low
when you are
bounce ball.
playing on a pitch that is going up down. So I
No, but not too many balls were up down. See, the balls were pitching and turning very sharply. There was a lot of dust. We saw that, and that was, I mean, I had my mouth open initially only when I saw that ball turning. I was like, wow, so much turn. First day pitch like a dust ball. That was surprising. But I didn't see too many balls with that variable bounce. Like someone going really high.
I'm not disputing your argument or your suggestion, your opinion. I'm just saying that if you could have played that ball on front foot, maybe nothing of this sort would have happened. He
Yeah.
possibly he could have also got some good runs under his belt. But anyways,
Yeah,
there's
yeah.
one more innings.
Yeah, now there is one more inning. I don't know whether you take it as a.
But and pitch, a lot of people would be talking about the pitch. In fact, the last session that we discussed, we spoke extensively, and we had a lengthy discussion on the
The
kind
pitch,
of
yeah.
pitch and
See
how
that
it is
show.
actually not helping Test cricket. IPL like league for Test cricket, multiple continents as venues, same ball, domestic stars will get better platform. Maybe it improves things. ADJJ.
IPL like league for Test
In
cricket,
Test.
but this is a. I mean, I don't know what. See, Test championship is like a league, right? Now, so domestic star. What does it mean? Oh, are you trying to say not Test cricket? Is it saying domestically, but you have Ranji Trophy there? If he's talking internationally, then you got the World Test Championship. So
No, he's saying you can play these in continents, separate continents, maybe.
oh, as in you're saying, in one
Neutral-
country, all
neutral
teams
venues.
come and play together.
Is that
This-
feasible? You
very
need a
tough.
huge window.
Yeah.
You need a huge window of for months. And in this day and age, where boards also need to make money and cricket growing, and they have to pay a lot of people, associations and everything, I think it is not feasible.
Yeah, it'll require a lot of planning, arranging, so many teams coming. I don't know. I think at the moment we've said it before that tier system. I said tier 1, tier 2.
Sharab Shukla is saying Rohit's captaincy has been okay, but what about his batting? Ever since he's been made the captain,
Yeah, but again,
Is it
so
affecting
like
his
that we're gonna
batting?
talk about every batsman after few games, right? I think,
Exactly.
yeah. Too early, sir. If there was a drastic loss of some series or things like that, then you can look at it. Maybe
Ayush
not now.
Pandey, although we have discussed this issue earlier also, but he's saying will ICC take some action or will take note of the pitch here in Bangalore?
Why not? But the only problem I see is, and that's an issue, in Rawalpindi, action was taken because you had a neutral match referee in Ranjan Madugale. He rated it poor. Now your match referee is an Indian in Javagal Srinath, also a local boy from Bangalore, and the game is being played in Bangalore. I'm not saying that he's not going to be fair. For all you know, he will look at it. And also the match is not over. Assuming, let's say, India backed really well in the second inning or something, then you can have another opinion on that thing. But I think it was assisting spinners a lot. But then the only sort of advantage that you can give here is people might say that pink ball test match anyway don't last very long, so you could give some sort of leeway here and be a bit more lenient in how you look at it. But it would have been nice. See, again, even though, again, I have nothing to doubt Chavagal Srinath. He's been a cricketer of repute, always played the game fantastically well, and he's a great guy and all of that. I'm saying, in case no action is taken, then that's the first thing everyone is going to talk about, that, home match referee. So why just have this discussion at all, have a neutral match referee, and that would be the best way, to go forward. But I don't know. What do you think? Can they take...
No, I'm sure after the day's play, Javagal Srinath will speak to the other local boy, Rahul Dravid, the head coach, and would ask him, please ask your boys to score some good runs. Otherwise,
nothing else can the other local boy do. It's not Rahul Dravid's prerogative to prepare the pitch, na. So he's
Soumya.
cannot answer why the pitch is like that.
Soumya is saying, is there a technical issue or a mental issue
No, so today
with Virat Kohli?
No, so today though was a luck issue to get that ball. I don't think it was a technical issue. I think it is the right thing going back.
No, but overall,
But
for the past
overall,
26 months.
I don't see. I mean, I don't see any technical
fact,
issue.
27
I
or
think
28.
it's a mental issue that there is something up with when he's facing a bowler that usually takes the ball away from him, whether it's a left armer or a right arm leggy, both types of bowlers. And then I think there is some sort of doubt that is kept in his mind where he's He's not sure about which one, or he's not reading which one is going out and which one is coming in. I think that, but that could be mental. I don't think technically there is any issue as such. Technical issues he corrects very well, and he has done in the past as well.
Okay, somebody is saying, Ayush Pandey says, should Virat be more aggressive against spinners?
Not a bad idea actually.
Huh?
Not a bad idea.
Just to get out of that
Yeah,
rut,
get
that
out
poor
of,
form.
yeah, smack them a bit. But then he was a bit aggressive, that last time in that test match. And we were like, what kind of an approach is that when he was batting all out? So,
Only 4 teams are playing real test cricket. That is what Kunal is saying. Do you think when Australia comes... Okay, ADJJ, you'll have to send me something because this is the 3rd or 4th question that I'm taking, but you made... So he's saying, do you think when Australia comes, they will be troubled by these pitches, or a different strategy would be needed, like we beat them fair in decent pace conditions at...
No, you will have spinning conditions. All I'm saying is it's not bad to have spin-friendly conditions, but let them not be, dust bowls where, they crack up so fast from day one itself. I mean, have spin-friendly condition. Sometime it can come back to bite you, as it happened with Australia, 2017 Pune track, if you remember. India lost that test match. Fantastic inning by Steve Smith on that pitch when nobody could get any runs. He batted. So I think with someone like a Manas and a Smith who are those gritty batsmen who can stick around, maybe it may not be the best strategy. But yeah, you are going to have pitches that will help you. Why not?
But
and now India has a fast bowling attack that even if you were to have decent Indian condition, you have like seam-friendly conditions, some green track, even that will trouble them.
But I think Australia will test this Indian team.
Oh yeah.
When I say test this Indian team, I'm not saying that they'll beat India. I'm saying that should be a tough contest, difficult, a good contest.
Last question.
Amit Sharma. Off topic, should captaincy for one test against England be given to Virat Kohli to complete the series?
Why?
He's asking you.
No, I don't. I mean, I don't see any reason, and for 2 reasons. One, Virat. I mean, would Virat want to captain? He's the one who's given up the captaincy. I don't think he'd be ready. I don't think he's looking to captain. Whether it's just for 1 off or 2, I don't think he's looking to captain. And now you've given captaincy to someone else. Let him just captain. I don't see any need for that to happen.
And before we leave, Vedant's last question. Rahane and Pujara, he wants to ask you.
Now,
Is it over?
I mean, at that time also I felt it was over. It's going to be very tough because again and again, Rohit Sharma...
If Cheteshwar Pujara and Rahane are watching you right now, what would you...
And I love both of them. But all I'm saying is that, see, again, they were given a fair run, and it's not a decision that was taken in haste that, let's drop them 3 matches. No, they gave them a decent run. Then I had a conversation that, listen, we want to give someone else a chance. You have to wait for your opportunity. My point is, will that opportunity come? That is what
No, England can be an opportunity.
No, but suddenly
in conditions.
No. So what are you going to do?
No, I'm just asking you. I'm just putting.
So Vihari and Shreyas Iyer will only play at home when the tough conditions are. I want to see them play. Na? If they're not scoring runs, let's see it. And what I'm hearing from the management, that was Rahul Dravid and Rohit Sharma, both of them have said again and again that don't be impatient with them. You, the media, you, the fans, and us also. These are big boots to fill, and we are going to give them a long run. Long run means in the next 12 odd months, you're going to only play 9 test matches. You're not going to make a decision on Shreyas Iyer and Hanuma Vihari based on that. So when do they come back after that? Maybe 2 years down the line, 3 years down the line, no one is filling those boots. Then they come back. I'm saying that may be very tough, is what I'm saying. Again, there is no way of looking and predicting the future. I'm just saying where we are.
So you've heard
predict tomorrow. What is happening tomorrow?
Tomorrow, India, Sri Lankans will be bowled out for
first session,
for the addition of just 30 more runs.
First
Maximum
session.
31 runs because you said 117. 117. I said 116. Okay. So 31 runs. Then Sri Lanka may have to bat the last 10-12 overs.
What does India do? India gets all out. Oh, India bats the whole day. It's possible.
Yeah. So India will bat for majority of the day.
No, but if India is not all out, they will bat next day also.
No, I'm saying majority of the day.
But they have to be all out.
They might just have to.
Will they be all out?
India?
Yeah.
Most likely. Whatever happens, I think India will be bowled out. If not tomorrow, day after.
But then it goes to day after. That's my point.
But Sri Lanka will get to bat tomorrow. I think possibly 10-12 overs and they'll lose 2 or 3 more wickets.
Oh.
Then third day, and you know you don't have to come early morning on third day because it's a day-night test match, so you can easily come at 1:30 and
Anyway, from day 2 onwards, we don't do pre-show. So now, like tomorrow, we won't do pre-show, na?
Hmm?
Why do you have to do pre-show? We have given all the gyan now.
Yeah, 15 minutes of pre-match show. See, you have so many people joining you, asking they want you to take their names. They want you.
That to their family. But we can. I mean,
Smith has not scored a century in last 15 months. Ayush Pandey is telling you, Nikhil sir. And
So good.
And you good.
I don't say that.
And you are saying that Virat Kohli has not
I
scored
don't
a
say it.
century
You say it.
for 27, 26
say
months,
it.
27, 28
I keep
months.
saying incoming loading every test match.
You know, maybe that is
This why this time I didn't say.
Abhi
And
you
yet he
said.
got out.
Abhi you
No,
said.
but this is out now. I'm
And-
saying before this,
and
you
this-
guys kept asking me, say now, incoming, loading.
See,
I didn't even
you-
say
you-
once.
You said I won't say incoming and,
And loading, these two
okay.
words.
And this is the only time that you're saying that this time he got unlucky. See,
No, he
so
got
I am saying when he gets unlucky, so maybe this is not a good omen. You not saying incoming and loading. Anyways, see, Vansh is saying
Okay.
we want a pre-match
Okay,
show.
done, Vansh.
Vansh, we'll see you, don't worry. We'll see you tomorrow, as always. And as it is, yeah, these test matches, they last just for 2 or 3 days.
Yeah.
There's no point not doing a show. After all, you know, there are a lot of... Anyways, Sri Lanka are 82 for 6 in reply
86
to...
for 6, na?
86. How does it matter? How
86.
does it even matter? So, 86 for 6 in reply to India's 252 for... all out. Tomorrow,
Trailing
another
by
day.
166.
Another day of Mazarat batting from Sri Lanka tomorrow. We'll see. See you guys.
Bye.